Okay, so our topic was utilizing the theory of planned behavior to persuade people in being environmentally friendly and being green. My name is Lillian, and my group members were Mackenzie, Rowan, Trey, and Joel.
The theory we have chosen for our group project is how the theory of planned behavior can persuade people to be more environmentally friendly. The theory of planned behavior is a well-known model applied in various fields to understand and predict behavior. The theory assumes that we as individuals react rationally according to our intentions. It includes three different factors: attitudes, norms, and perceived behavioral control. We decided that the theory of planned behavior could be used to best help predict how people will utilize and consume green products and be more environmentally friendly.
When deciding which theory from the course book fit our topic, we decided that the theory of planned behavior could be used to best help predict how people utilize and consume green products and be more environmental friendly. The theory of planned behavior assumes that we as individuals react rationally according to our intentions. It includes three factors: attitudes, norms, and perceived behavior control. In this theory, outside factors can also directly impact a factor depending on the degree to which individuals control behavior and the degree to which perceived behavioral control is an accurate measure of our actual behavior. This can be used to evaluate how people can be influenced to use different products from our typical products to make the world greener and environmental. As young people, our purpose is to show the environment that perspective has given us for many years. We've had so much time left to impact the earth, and if little things like consuming or using greener products can make this earth a better living place for us, why not do so? The theory of planned behavior is crucial because not only does it show patterns in behaviors such as intentions, including smoking, drinking, health service, utilization, breastfeeding, and substance use, among others. The theory states that the behavioral achievement depends on intention and ability to control behavior. It's essential to be able to track our behavior as humans, not only about the many studies we have already conducted. Nevertheless, when it comes to environmental behaviors, we should track human behavior to know why our environment is continuously deteriorating. Deterioration includes climate change, pollution, overpopulation, global warming, and the greenhouse effect. This theory is critical because when we choose to go green, we are making a better planet for future generations.
When it comes to research applications of the theory of planned behavior assumes that people act rationally according to their attitudes, perceived behavioral control, and societal norms. Since being developed in 1991, the theory of planned behavior has been applied repeatedly. According to researchers at Boston University, it has been used repeatedly to successfully predict and explain numerous health behaviors and intentions. In research, the theory has been used to predict many things, including smoking habits, drinking habits, mothers breastfeeding, and much more. To predict such things, researchers must consider people's attitudes, behavioral intention, subjective norms, social norms, perceived power, and perceived behavioral control to predict and explain one's actions and behaviors. Not only has the theory been applied to research, but the theory of planned behavior has also been applied to society to explain why people will do things that others are partaking in. A great example of the theory being applied to society today was done by Aaron Noland from James Madison University. He studied how clicks, likes, and shares can be predicted using the theory of planned behavior. In this study, he found that in predicting millennials' engagement in media, he could help nonprofit organizations develop a strategy on how to get millennials to engage in their media in hopes to grow their organization's networks. The theory of planned behavior has been used countless times to predict what led people to do certain things. The theory suggests that people's intentions can be the best predictors of whether a person will partake in a particular behavior or activity or not. People's intentions are predictors are predicted by their attitudes toward a particular behavior or activity. However, the theory of planned behavior also states that a person also considers whether others think it would be okay to partake in a particular activity or act in a particular way. Ultimately, the theory of planned behavior helps predict why people behave or act in a particular way.
The theory of planned behavior can also be described as a psychological theory that links beliefs to behaviors. That is why it is a grand theory to persuade people to be environmentally friendly. It can be used by applying an individual's attitude and opinions as well as their thoughts and beliefs to their control of societal norms. By applying personal emotions, we can further influence people on why going greener can benefit their health and the well-being of our Earth. People's moral obligation to perform such pro-environmental behaviors is further considered in the TPB model. There is a need for a radical change in values, behavior, and intuitions towards a paradigm of lower consumption.
According to a study done by Science Direct in Taiwan, people's intentions to engage in energy saving, carbon reduction, can help reduce the overall climate change in Taiwan. According to the TPB model, if people in Taiwan have moral obligations, it can lead to an increase in explanatory power. The main focus of the study was looking at people's moral obligations, attitudes, and norms. With that information, they found that it plays a huge role in predicting a person's intentions to engage in energy saving and carbon reduction, ultimately leading to better climate change and fewer problems. The results reveal that the TPB model has way more explanatory power in predicting one's intentions to engage in environmentally friendly activities to reduce climate change than the regular TPB model. The study was made from self-reported questionnaire focused on people 20 years or older in Taiwan.
When connecting the theory of planned behavior to how it can be used to persuade people to be more environmentally friendly, we looked at how the message is applied to the theory. According to Science Direct, since its development almost 3 decades ago, the TPB has frequently been applied to understand the factors underlying various pro-environmental behaviors, the use of alternative transportation, waste recycling, saving water, energy conservation, low carbon consumption, and others. When thinking about life, we all live on Earth with natural resources, fossil fuels, pollution, and much more. It is in our best interest to be environmentally friendly because the cost and access to these resources can fluctuate or cease to exist. The influence of the theory of planned behavior could help predict a person's beliefs and attitude regarding being environmentally friendly. When connecting the theory of planned behavior to how it applies in society, we can see a shift in the attitudes and beliefs of many. People, millennials and Gen Z in particular, all over the world have become advocates for being environmentally friendly and bringing awareness to pollution, which is a huge problem worldwide. For example, we see a change from plastic straws to reusable or paper straws, paper and plastic plates and bowls to reusable bamboo dishes. Additionally, more are using other means of transportation and buying used clothing, which relates to the theory of planned behavior.
So in regard to how we applied the theory to our topic, just with the prevalence of environmentally friendliness in today's society, we found that the theory of planned behavior can predict how people will partake in different aspects of being environmentally friendly and being green, whether that is to predict how people will recycle or use reusable straws or bags, or really pay attention to the products that they are purchasing and utilizing. The theory of planned behavior can easily be used to predict people's participation in being green. To do so, we must consider people's attitudes, behavioral intentions, subjective norms, social norms, perceived power, and behavioral control. According to Science Direct, in the past 2 decades, environmentalism has been on the rise and ultimately reflected consumers embracing sustainable consumption, and that was in 2015. So even since then, it has been getting more and more popular, and consumers are embracing this sustainable consumption more. And surely with media outlets and different celebrities and influencers promoting products like reusable straws and reusable bags and water bottles and whatnot, we can assume that people's intention to utilize these products will likely be higher due to that.
Conclusions we have made while connecting the theory of planned behavior to persuade people to be environmentally friendly is that most people tend to follow what others do. When others are environmentally friendly, they are more likely to take inspiration and change their attitudes, beliefs, and intentions toward the environment. When using the theory of planned behavior to persuade people to be environmentally friendly, it has to be done with the right tone and attitude to strike a positive behavior change rather than a negative one. Overall, our group hopes to use the theory of planned behavior to change the world and be more environmentally friendly.
It can be tricky when it comes to asking people to change their behavior for the greater good. Asking someone or people to be more environmentally friendly is more of a long-term approach. Initially, we should educate people on the risks of their continued behavior and the benefits of change. It can increase people's sense of freedom and control by pointing out a disconnect or a gap between their thoughts and actions, or what they might recommend for others versus themselves. Posing questions to people, basically calling them out on their actions, getting them to think about what they could be doing wrong. A suggestion would be to ask those rather than make statements. So asking questions rather than making assumptions or statements about someone. However, being too forceful can make people feel threatened. By encouraging people to articulate their opinion, they must point out where they're going wrong, to admit that those actions are not good. Furthermore, once someone has done that, it becomes harder to justify the destructive behavior. Another approach could be to lessen the question of the overall picture. When you approach a change in behavior in increments that do not seem intimidating and like a huge offer, there's a higher chance of being successful in changing that behavior. Persuading others to become environmental friendly, they should be challenged in their thoughts, educated on their behavior and knowledge, and lastly, taught the next steps in making their change to become environmental.
Our generation is more health conscious, socially aware, and environmentally responsible than most previous generations. It is up to our generation and the generations after to make a change. Not only is it our duty to be as environmentally friendly as we can, but also to persuade others to do the same. Studies show that people of the Gen Z era feel more of a desire to live a more environmentally friendly lifestyle than the generations who came before. It is critical to protect our environment, and everybody's responsible. This world is our home. It does not require a lot of money or work, and if everybody made some simple changes in their daily lifestyles, we would go a long way in protecting our environment. It is vital to educate others on the wrongdoings and look at the bigger picture of our environment. Not only are our eco-friendly products more durable, reusable, and less toxic, they are also much safer for the environment. Our generation must ensure that we hold ourselves accountable and continue to be more eco-friendly so that generations that follow, our children and their children, can have a more sustainable world to call home.
All right, and then here are our references.